from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the LSU Tigers and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The LSU Tigers headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Simmons. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, that is exactly the opposite of what this offense talked about. They talked about staying ahead of the chains with us in meetings and making sure they stay on schedule. And the first play, not very good protection, a big loss, and now immediately, Palmer, in a predictable passing situation.
That is such a gut punch for the offense, especially the play caller, because you know it, David. He's already scripted the first 10 plays. They've been practicing those all week long. You take a sack on the opening play, it completely blows up your script. That's a great job by the defense, sending a very clear message. You got to block us, and right now you can't do it.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Still looking. And down he goes back at the 3.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Handoff, Caden Durham. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air. It's Lemon. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Harris. Guided out of bounds, and the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Quick catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right side, it's Wilson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running inside, it's Roberts. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Smashes through the tackle. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Turns it upfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Durham. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Swapped immediately.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Take it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
And talk about a turn of events. 4th and goal. The defense is able to step up. They're not just going to swat this thing away, force the incompletion and get the offense back on the field. No, they're picking it off, and they're taking it all the way back for a touchdown. If they win this game, you're going to point back to that play right there as the play that made the difference.
From deep, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Drops back, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Green. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rushes on, and he gets it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Right side, it's Green.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Out wide left, it's Durham. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's a give to Durham. There he goes. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Making the adjustment. Throwing Simmons. Right side, it's Roberts. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Simmons. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roberts. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down, got to use their time wisely. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the move, it's Roberts. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back to the well. Turning it on. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 10 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Kennesaw State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Left side, it's Durham. Still running at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Harris. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver use. This guy is
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Simmons to throw. Turns up, it's Roberts. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. On target. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Tigers in the hurry up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Roberts. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Simmons. Got a man. It's Roberts. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive.
He's got it way down the field. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off. And
makes the catch, and he's free. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Simmons to the air again. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Snowed under by the defense.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll take it himself. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Missouri gets to the line quickly. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. 2nd and long here.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking at this as a free play, wants to throw. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Calls his own number. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it! And after taking the lead, guys. We still have a big finish coming.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Roberts. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing Simmons. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Motion from the wideout. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage. Try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Caught.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Here's Simmons to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Drives inside. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, running the ball there and getting the 1st down is big. You've got 3 timeouts, and this might be a place where you want to just use one here. Catch your breath and get your plan of attack going.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Simmons. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get 1st downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And he got it! And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Handoff, Caden Durham. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Driving forward, it's Durham. Stopped right there.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of concern.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job at it.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They strike first here in overtime.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocks it right down the middle. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. The run inside. It's Roberts. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll ride him again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Finds a crease. It's Roberts. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. From the red zone, it's Roberts. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And you see them consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They get a score to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Defense in press coverage. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Durham. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Running the red zone, it's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. To throw, it's Levitt. If he houses this, it's ball game. Smashes through the tackle. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. Throwing Simmons. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Trying to bully their way in. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. He's looking to throw. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try is a winner in OT.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that two-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.